look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others, but they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And we live the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
Welcome back to Attacking Third, everybody. Time to take a look at the starting 11s for Denver Summit versus Portland Thorns. Starting off with Denver, though, Darian, how does bringing in Lindsay Heaps affect this whole squad here?
It pushes everybody outwards a little bit. She dominates the space in the middle, and I'm interested to see this, dynamic between Lynch, Sheehan, and Heaps. I imagine Heaps to be able to float, be a little bit more creative, apply a lot of service to Yaz Ryan, who typically likes to come into the middle to get the ball. It's going to allow her to just be an attacker. Stay wide, go 1v1, cut inside, shoot your shot. We saw her score a screamer a couple weeks ago. And I love this for Tash Flint as well. I think she's going to be more of a pocket player where she comes inside, combines with Heaps. We're going to see them try to pull apart this Portland backline who has really struggled defensively. And it leaves that left channel wide open for Janine Sonis to get up, who's leading this team in goals right now with 5. This is an incredibly strong lineup, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Heaps really applies in there.
Okay, then on to the other side of the pitch. Portland Thorns, Jen, this team is in 3rd place. Only had 1 win in the last 4. What are you seeing in this starting 11?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be a big defensive performance for me. I think Perry and Haya in the 2 centre-back positions will be huge for that. This team will always get goals. They're such a threat through Sophia Wilson, obviously coming back from maternity and has been looking so good. Can she continue to do that, especially with a player like Olivia Moultrie? I say all the time, Moultrie is wise beyond her years when it comes to football IQ, experience. She just has it all for such a young age, and I think when those two work really together, whether it's Wilson stretching Denver's backline, creating the space for Moultrie, those two will always work really well together from an attacking standpoint, and Fleming breaks up play. She's a box-to-box player, so defensively really in tune with what her back four want to do as well. But for me, for a team that has been conceding a lot of goals, this is a huge game for the entire back four and Mackenzie Arnold in the net as well.
Yeah, you talk about conceding goals, this Portland Thorns side. In their last 7 games, they've scored 10, but they've also conceded 10.
Yeah.
Darian, why do you think they struggle like that?
This is a team that doesn't have the most cohesive backline. That has been their Achilles heel. They look to play really brave out of the back, and I don't think this is actually their strongest way to play out. I wish this team just went more direct, look to challenge the first and second balls and move higher up the pitch quicker, because when they give away these really, really easy turnovers, which their center backs I just don't think have the best chemistry, when you're the opponent, and you know that, especially as a striker, press, press, press. A mistake is bound to happen, and it's proven. Conceding 10 goals is poor for a team that is so proficient in the attack.
No, I couldn't agree more. Watch them against Seattle. Seattle's press was absolutely brilliant in the opening sort of 20, 25 minutes. That's how they got their 2 goals. Same against Utah. You give a team easy chances in your own third. So for a team winning the ball up high up the pitch, that's where they struggle. Portland like to play at the back. And don't get me wrong, when they do, they play really good football. They play through the lines and see where the space is and connect really well all the way up to Sophia Wilson in that forward line. But when they don't, when you play that really high risk play out the back, which a lot of teams want to play, you just let teams build pressure and pressure. So when it works, it's brilliant, but when it doesn't, you're giving away easy opportunities. So I think today, and midfield are key for that, whether it's Moultrie or Fleming sitting in front of the back four, tell your backline, help them out. If you're getting pressure right behind you, go long. There's nothing wrong with going more direct and having that variability of play that makes it harder for the opposition to press you.
Also, you have a goalkeeper in Mackenzie Arnold who can ping a ball on a dime. She's good with her feet. So I want them to use that as more of their advantage. And then when a team actually drops off, that's when you have the space to play. But every team that plays Portland now knows if you press the center backs when they're building out, you're going to create chances.
Even though they conceded 10, they have scored 10. And Olivia Moultrie has scored 5 goals this season, got 5 assists. That's the most out of it in any NWSL player this whole season, Joan. How big is she for that team?
She's huge. Again, I think for a player that's that age and young, it's her decision making that stands out for me. When she sees the space in front of her, quite happy to drive into it, make that opposition back forward, narrow up and slip those passes for Sophia Wilson. But when you have a player like that in front of you, you know that we'll be making those runs down the channel in any which direction. It's so. I'm not surprised to see her get five goals and 5 assists. With a player like that in front of you, knowing that we'll stretch the back line so that when that space does create, Moultrie will take shots. She will take those opportunities. That's where she gets, obviously, a lot of her goals from, I think, from outside the box. So between those two decisions of when to take it by herself and when to play wild players or forward players in front of you, it's her decision-making for me that stands out for a player of such a young age.
Yeah, the 20-year-old veteran, which
Exactly.
is crazy to say. She pretty much is a veteran in this league, and I think she holds herself like that. She moves like that on the pitch. And you're right, I think decision-making is key. You look at the way she operates, she's not the fastest player, she's not maybe the most technical 1v1 player, but she is so intelligent at how she occupies space, where she turns, and she has this sort of audacious fearlessness going forward where, yeah, she'll take the shots from distance, she'll follow up, she'll bet on herself for the ball to ricochet and anticipate where a ball is going to pop out, and that's where she's getting those goals from. So I think she's one of those players that, despite Sophia Wilson, can actually lead the team despite only being 20 years old.
Yeah, Sophia Wilson's got 6 goals, Moultrie's got 5, so she's going to have to catch up to her. Do we think we've seen Wilson hit her full form yet, or are you expecting a bit more from her?
Almost. I mean, I think for someone to come back and still be, you know, the talent that she is, having had a baby, I mean, credit to her. Honestly,
Yeah.
It's such an incredible thing to do, to get back from maternity, and I will never know how difficult that is. And seriously, it truly is phenomenal, the work that goes on behind the scenes to make sure these athletes are in the kind of condition they are when it comes back safely to being on the pitch. She has come back and been so impressive, and I still think she has gears to go up in. Like you're talking about, she's so clinical in front of goal, just knows, has the vision of where the goalkeeper is, knows how to manipulate them, absolutely glides across the pitch when it comes to dribbling with the ball. So in terms of 1v1 specialist, this is where Sophia Wilson is just a phenomenal talent and so clinical in front of goal. She doesn't need lots of chances to get those kind of goals and tally them up. So I think how she has been since coming back has been brilliant, but absolutely, she will say herself, she probably still has levels to go and still would want that.
Yeah, I love that. I think she's a player that holds herself to the highest of standards. Like, she's sort of a quiet, like very soft-spoken player when you do speak to her, when we're interviewing her. Then you look at her on the field and she has this sort of venom in the way that she plays and the way that she attacks. I don't think we've seen the best of Sophia Wilson yet, and I think she would agree. I think that when she's scoring multiple goals in multiple games, back to back to back, that's when we're seeing the Sophia Wilson that she holds herself to. But this could be a huge opportunity for her. It's also her first time playing home as a pro in the NWSL in Denver. So I think she's going to want to make a huge impact today.
Yeah, we've got all the Colorado natives in this one, haven't we? Well, everybody, immediately after Denver Summit and Portland Thorns, the attention will shift to Northern California, where Bay FC hosts NC Courage at 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be previewing that fixture after this break, everyone.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days, but the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion!
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
if I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And we live the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
Welcome back to Attacking Third, everybody. So the game later today at 4 p.m. Eastern is Bay FC taking on NC Courage. And it seems like Bay FC love playing the Courage. They've had 3 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss in their last 5 meetings. And you have to remember, this is a Bay FC side who have been struggling this season. But what do you think it is about the Courage that they enjoy playing against?
There's always that one team, you know, Jen, that you just got, there's a je ne sais quoi, that you just know how to topple them. And there's some sort of extra motivation there because you have had success against them. And I think this Bay side has struggled with confidence since they've come into the league. And when you're playing against a team that you have a good record against, it's a way to build confidence. They're scoring some goals now, which is a positive, and then you can take it to the Courage, I think, is maybe why we see that matchup lean towards Bay.
Yeah, it's a hard one to answer. I actually not sure where it would come from, but it's definitely one of those fixtures that, as a player, when you have had that amount of success against a certain team, you ride on that. You go into it confident and you want that to continue. I think they've had obviously one heavy loss in those run-ins, but for sure since BFC's existence they've had very good results against this team and need to go into that with the same kind of mindset of continuing it.
Yeah. Should we talk about some of the players then, specifically Ashley Sanchez? She's second in the Golden Boot race now, 9 goals for NC Courage. She loves to score goals, doesn't she, girls?
I mean, she's come to life this season with NC. I think moving her out to that wing channel takes a lot of pressure off of her in the middle. She can just focus on doing what she's good at, which is scoring goals, going 1v1, being creative. That's the flair that first put Ashley Sanchez on the map at UCLA with the U.S. Women's National Team and as a pro with Washington Spirit before she moved over to the Courage. And we're finally seeing that joy back in her, and that's why we're seeing a result in, 10 goal contributions so far in the season. And she's even had a couple taken away due to just very slim offside, fouls happening that weren't on her. And I expect her to keep scoring goals because she is just in such a good flow right now. And it's so hard as an attacker to find that, and she looks really, really strong in this form.
Yeah, 9 goals, 13 appearances, very impressive, Jem.
Yeah, huge. Again, you want to keep that form going. I think she's a player that's taking her opportunities very, very well, and not just scoring goals, scoring really quite impressive finishes, which we've been talking about a lot on the podcast. Just to plug that one.
Nice.
This is the
got it.
I know, but we're continuing it. We're usually not in studio.
We're never in the desk together.
Yeah, I know. See the Attacking Third side.
Should we talk about Lima as well?
Yeah.
For Bay FC, she's had back-to-back goals now. 23 years old. She's very promising, isn't she, for this side?
She has. I remember her coming in to BFC as a train-on, and you know, scoring goals this season, obviously we see it in the graphic here of 2026, but I was obviously in the team in 2024 and she came in as a train-on, and I will never forget her training against me and absolutely burning me for pace, which isn't hard to do, let's be honest, but she was just such a talent, so it was no surprise whatsoever to see her come in full-time and get the pro contract, because she is such a raw talent with so much pace, and I think with the right coaching, which will come down to Emma Coates obviously at BFC, I think it's her starting positions that will be huge, because she does so well defensively but gets in quite deep positions, but when she's in front of goal, we've seen it recently, very clinical in the right areas, and that pace can hurt any backline. So for me, I'm really excited to see her develop as her career gets on, obviously at BFC.
Yeah. All right then, everybody, very exciting. It's an NWSL doubleheader with Denver Summit taking on Portland Thorns at 2 p.m. Eastern, followed by Bay FC and NC Courage from California. Both matches are on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. So everybody, kick-off between Denver Summit and Portland Thorns is minutes away, everybody, so do enjoy the game and the return of Lindsay Heaps.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life.